Good evening, everyone. I'm Charlie Gross, the Director of Athletics at Carroll College. And yes, I am standing in a very empty gym. It actually has an echo. The seats are all out, but there's no one here. And that's the way it's been actually since February of 2020. The last event that we had in the gymnasium was a basketball game, a Frontier Conference basketball game against Great Falls, our men in the conference semifinals. We've had a great year of athletics this year and a lot of successes, a lot of team successes, multiple Frontier Conference championships. We've had individual awards. We've had a national champion in the shot put with Nikki Kruger. And this year has been magnificent, but we have not been able to enjoy it with our great fans. And we're so pleased that you're tuning in today to the Saints Athletic Association auction, the 38th Saints Athletic Association auction. Unfortunately, we had to cancel the event last year, and this year as we began planning the event, we had to make a decision. Do we do it live or do we do it virtually? And we start planning this many months ago that it was the decision, it was in the best interest to do it virtually. So thank you for tuning in. We had our Saints Athletic Association board work extremely hard on the auction this year, and our local businesses have been so kind. We've had over 200 businesses and individuals donate items to the auction. Also, I would like to thank our corporate sponsors. We have MontanaSports.com, Ascent Bank, Montana Radio Company, and Northwestern Energy as our presenting sponsors. And then we have Payne West Insurance is our virtual sponsor. The auction, even though it's virtual, has many familiar elements to it. And if you tune in to the front page, which actually you are on if you're watching this video, you're going to see the elements of the auction. It is very important for us this year to raise money, more so than ever before. I'll be honest, our revenues have been down. We haven't had fans. Our SAA members, many of our memberships are tied to tickets, to season tickets and to seat access. So it's really important to engage you as a donor and as a friend of Carroll Athletics to find a way to contribute dollars through this auction. And those of you that have attended the auction in the past know that we have some trademarks, some cornerstone elements of the auction. Well, one of those elements is the All Saints package. Another one is the hat raffle sale. Those two things are that you'll be familiar with. Then we have Raise the Paddle, and in addition, we have over 165 items on which you can bid. So as a result of all of those things, we're hoping that this evening is going to be very successful. Actually, not this evening, the next few days. The auction will run from until Tuesday night at 9 p.m. So we're joined this evening by some of our good friends, and I'm so fortunate to have head football coach Troy Purcell with me right now. Troy was out recruiting today, but he came back again. We're streaming this live. Troy, it was so exciting this past spring. Unusual to be playing spring football, but to have a conference season, to go into the last game of the conference season against the College of Idaho, who really hadn't lost a game in 19 games, and the game was for something. Can you tell us about what it feels like or what it meant to the program now that you look back a few weeks removed from it, knowing that you took down the former conference champion and earned yourself a spot in the national playoffs?
No, I was just really excited. I'm just really proud of our seniors and our coaching staff for their dedication and their hard work, and to be able to bring the 44th, conference championship back to Carroll College, and again, just very exciting times. And again, just really appreciate all their hard work and the support, of you, Mr. Gross, and Dr. Seck has just been outstanding. So just really happy.
Well, Troy, congratulations. I know you've created a lot of excitement about the next football season, which is just around the corner. It's less than 3 months away when you think of practice. Are you ready?
August 5th, yeah.
Okay.
So we're going to get going August 5th. We've got about 8 weeks before we fired it up again. So, no, it's exciting. And then you got 20 days until the 25th. We had our first day of school. And then 28th, we're heading over to Western. So it's going to be exciting.
Well, great. So you're a Helena native, went to Capitol High, came to Carroll, played football here, went on to a really successful football coaching career at multiple spots in Montana, and we're at the Division I level, and made the decision to come back, and we're so pleased that you did. But what brought you back to Carroll?
Carroll College, and the family and friends we have here in Helena, and the people around it helped, the professors and everybody that helped you give that opportunity to get that scholarship, that degree, and put it in your back pocket, and it carries you for the next 40, 50 years. So it's a special place, Carroll College, with the family and friends that you have here, and again the Helena community, and I love this place. Little biased, but I love this place, and I'm just very happy and very fortunate to be back.
Well, thanks, Troy. Thanks for joining us tonight. But before you go, you got to tell me, what are you going to bid on? I know you've looked at the items. They came out yesterday. The auction was released yesterday at noon, and we've had a lot of activity. But what are you going to bid on?
I'm going to bid on that cooler from Murdoch's over there. Old Mark hooked us up with that, and I think it'll be a good opportunity for the wife to use it for the tailgating out here for Montana Tech. It'll be our first game at home, and get those tailgates going again, and it'll keep those beverages nice and cool.
Oh yeah, I'm familiar with that cooler. It's big, and it can hold a lot of things, and on a warm day like today, we're starting to think about what you need to keep cool. And speaking of keeping things cool, let's transition to the All Saints package, because that's where we have our really the trademark of the auction, the cornerstone of the auction, are pint glasses. And everybody needs to keep something cool to pour in the pint glass. Well, the pint glasses this year are sponsored by Lewis & Clark Brewing Company. And if you purchase an All Saints package, you're going to get 2 of these pint glasses along with two redeemable drink tokens for Lewis & Clark Brewing Company. But we've added something this year. And we've added, since it's the year of COVID-19, we've added a COVID shot glass. And I'm just curious, who has gotten their shot to this point?
I got my shot.
I got my shot.
I got my shot.
Got my shot.
Got my shot.
I got my shot.
I got my shot.
I got my shot.
We've got our shots.
Talking about this. So, with the All Saints package, not only do you get the 2 pint glasses, the shot glass, the drink tokens, but everybody who buys a All Saints package for $50 is entered into a door prize drawing. And this drawing will be done 7 p.m. on Wednesday, next Tuesday evening, when we go live with another stream. Now, you get the All Saints package by going to the merchandise page. And the merchandise page is where you can purchase it. And you need to purchase the item at that point when you're on the page. You say how many you want to purchase. If you need it mailed to you, we can mail it to you. And then you enter your credit card below. And if you leave the page, you're going to lose the order. So you have to process the transaction before you leave that page. So again, remember, you get to enter a drawing for $1,000 or $500. And speaking of a drawing and the luck of the Irish, we are now fortunate to have our head volleyball coach, Mo Boyle, with us. Mo, it's good to have you here.
It's good to be here.
And Mo, you too played spring volleyball. How strange was that?
Yeah, it was really strange, but we got to play. And to not have anything in the fall was really odd, but to get an opportunity to be on the court in the spring, can't complain.
So you're going to have a very experienced team coming back next year. And again, just like football, that season is just around the corner. What can the fans expect from your team? They too haven't seen your teams play since the fall of 2019. You played in front of an empty gym this year.
It's crazy. That's really crazy. But we're really excited about what we have in store for the fall. We have some great returners coming back, an All-American in Lexi Mickelson from last year, a newly named All-American in Taylor Krantz from here in Helena this year, along with some other all-conference players who were named just last week, along with a couple of newcomers who I think are going to make a pretty big impact on the team in, Elizabeth Heiser from here in Helena. I've got a nice Montana setter coming in from Columbia Falls. I think the fall is going to be gracious to us. I think we're really excited to be on the court competing, but hopefully having fans in the stands.
Oh, we will. I hope, keeping the fingers crossed. And our student athletes deserve that.
They do.
It's hard on them.
Yeah,
it was a
2 years is enough.
Yeah, it was. So Mo, you've been at Carroll 16 years. Wow. And over the years, you've enjoyed a lot of success. Can you describe what some of the key contributors are to the success that you've had?
I think the students that we get here at Carroll, I think you recruit the character of players that you want to represent your program. I think that Carroll draws quality out in these recruits, and they want excellence, and I think that we get that here at Carroll. I think when you look around the league, I think the quality of person, the quality of character, the personality, the range of success, and there's such thing as a Carroll kid, and we're always looking for that. And I think that Carroll draws the good out in people.
Well, we're so pleased that you're able to be here tonight and share some of the excitement you have about next fall. Share some of your experiences of what has made your program successful. We're here about the auction though, tonight. I mean, it's about the auction. And you may not be bidding right now, but Kel's probably bidding on something.
We're bidding.
Oh, you are bidding. Okay, so what's your hot item? What are you bidding on?
We have a few, but I think the one that kind of sticks out is that dinner with John Runda and Tricia McMahon. That's a hot item, but I've experienced it one time, and I would love to experience it again.
Well, I think we're able to show that on the computer or on the screen right now. And viewers, if you can just check out some of the pictures. So this is actually going to show a feature within the auction, and you can actually see the different looks that people will see if they're on John and Tricia McMahon's deck, if they're overlooking Canyon Ferry Lake. But that is a special event, and right now I think that is going for $250. So John Runda and Tricia McMahon's French cuisine dinner. And in addition, Mo gets that, if you get that, Mo, it comes with limo service. It might not be a limo, but it will come with a driver. So another trademark element of the auction is the traditional hat sale. We've made a change this year, though, in that the hat sale has two hats. And these hats are sponsored by Allegra, and we have a white hat and we have a pink hat. Now there's a limited number of hats. There's 50 pink hats and 100 white hats. They're $25 a piece, and the significance of having a limited number is this too ends up to enter your name in a drawing for everybody who purchases a hat. So the white hat, if you purchase a white hat, you're going to be put in a drawing for a shotgun sponsored by Harrington Physical Therapy, and if you buy a pink hat, you'll be entered in a drawing for a $250 gift certificate for a spa donated by Crafted Aesthetics and Wellness. Now these two, just like the glasses, if you're not from Helena, You can purchase these and we will mail them. And when you go to the merchandise page, there's an option for you to highlight that that you want them shipped to you, and we'll charge you $10 for that. Now, I forgot to say this about the All Saints package. There's a limited number on the All Saints package, and there's 200 packages in the All Saints package. In the hat sale, there's again 100 white hats and 50 pink hats. If you're from Helena, you can pick these up over the next couple days in the PE center in the athletic office. Again, these need to be eligible for the drawing. You need to purchase these by noon on Monday. Noon on Monday, May 10th. The same with the All Saints package to be entered in the drawing Monday evening at 7 p.m. So we're so fortunate, and Mo talked a little bit about our student athletes. We're really, really fortunate to have top-notch, first-class student athletes at Carroll College. They model excellence in all that they do, and not only in competition, but in the classroom. And I'm going to share their GPA with you from fall semester. Our average fall GPA from the fall semester was a 3.345. A 3.345. There are very few college athletic programs across the country that can say that's the average GPA of their student athletes. I'm so proud of them. That was the 13th semester that our average GPA was above a 3.2. We measure in terms of 3.2 when most places say 3.0 is that threshold. We have a short video to show you from 3 of our returning athletes and a couple of our coaches talking about their experiences.
Yeah, I've been lucky enough to grow up here, and I know what the community's like, and I knew Carroll was going to offer that right off the bat, and it did not disappoint. Came in day one, and it was like you were welcomed into a family. Everyone on campus knew who you were, knew that you were going to be a part of this family, and welcomed you like family.
A lot of NAI schools, you don't get that support or that type of backing like you do here, so to go out and know that you have support, win or loss, is big.
The overwhelming support we get from this community, from our boosters, from our fans, from our host families, and just this community really wanting to see this school thrive and our athletics programs be at the top of the Frontier Conference every single year. And obviously we can't do that without their support.
There's just so much community support. I mean, it feels like the whole community's behind your back, and there's always someone out there to help you if you ever need anything.
The community behind the athletes, we're just a close-knit community, and it kind of just sets us apart from other teams, I guess, because every sport may be individual, but I feel like we're all pretty close, and I feel like it just gives us the opportunity to excel.
The friendships that are made through the smaller Helena community, being able to know that they've got your back and will support you through thick or thin is very important.
Oh, it means a lot to me. I mean, I wouldn't even be able to come here if it wasn't for athletic scholarship, so.
I need to pursue my passions inside the classroom and outside. One of the reasons I came to Carroll is to, pursue 2 sports, but also the education here is awesome. So without the athletic scholarships, I wouldn't be able to pursue all my passions.
It ensures that we're able to get good student athletes here. When you combine the fact that I usually go after very good students academically first, and then add on the fact that they're good soccer players, when you add their merit money along with a bit of athletic aid, it usually allows us to be able to get the top players, brightest players, and move on from there.
It's super important, not only the athletics, but being able to come to Carroll and get the education that I'm getting right now. Obviously, having a scholarship always helps. Doesn't have to put that much financial burden on you.
It's a blessing beyond what I can put into words. I mean, I've had an incredible opportunity to give back to the community that's given so much to me, and that starts with having a little bit of help financially walking in these doors, and I owe all of that to Carol. I owe that to my academics and athletics both. They just support you so well as a student. And I've gotten to student teach in the high school that I grew up in. I've gotten to give back to the kids who are doing what I got to do, and really it's just amazing.
It is truly an honor for our students to come to school at Carroll College, and for us to be able to provide a scholarship to be part of our athletic programs really tips the scales for a lot of these recruits. Without these scholarships, to be able to bring in these top-notch student athletes would be extremely hard, and so I definitely think that we all work together to make this happen, but without the financial assistance from these scholarships, this would never be possible. Thank you for supporting Carroll Athletics.
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 Thank you for supporting Carroll College Athletics.
How exciting is it going to be to see those 4 student athletes back in Fighting Saints uniforms next year? And thank you for supporting them. Those individuals would not be here if it wasn't for the help that you provide. And think about what you can do through this auction for future student athletes coming to Carroll College. Now, I'm surrounded here by some of the items that we're auctioning live over from now through next Tuesday. We've got the Bud Light refrigerator that was donated by Eagle Beverage. That right now is going for $125. The Yeti cooler, Universal Athletics, that's going for $310. We've got the happy hour, the Saints happy hour. It's always happy hour for the Saints. We don't need a special bucket for that, but it makes it even happier. And actually that's donated by the Ciceros, the Perinis, Thomases, and Lisa Jacoby. And that is going for $90 right now. So we just are surrounded by lots of things. Like I said, there's 165 items, and we'll talk about that a little bit later. But if there's not something you can find that you want to purchase through the auction, there is a way for you to donate to the scholarship fund of our student athletes, and that's called Raise the Paddle. Raise the Paddle is also another familiar element that you will, for those of you that have attended the auction, have experienced before. This is where you can pick a specific amount of money and you can donate it directly to the Saints Athletic Association Fund. It's easy, and we've got the tabs on the page for you. We're going from $50 up to $5,000. I know there's very generous and kind people out there, and it's simple. All you need to do is click on one of these, and it will again bring you to that merchandise page, and then you can pick the level that you want. Again, before you leave this page, you'll have to close out by entering your credit card. Now, let's say you decide to donate $50 tonight or tomorrow, and you go, you know what, I thought I was going to get this item for $1,000 and it went for $2,000. I didn't want to spend that. You can come back and give a second donation through Raise the Paddle. There is no limit to the number of donations you can give through Raise the Paddle. There's an added twist, and that added twist is for every $50 you donate through Raise the Paddle, your name will be put into another drawing. We're going to have a lot of drawings on Monday night, but your name will be put into a drawing, and every $50 will be another entry, and that will be a drawing for those cherished club level tickets in Nelson Stadium during the football season. So it's 2 club level tickets, it's 2 reserved basketball tickets, these are season tickets, and 2 general admission tickets to men's and women's soccer and to volleyball. So those will be entered into a drawing, and again, in order to be entered into the drawing, you will need to enter that drawing by Monday noon. All right? So, we just listened to four student athletes that are returning, and now I'm joined by Ashley Carter. And Ashley, you are graduating next week.
Yeah, hard to believe it. My mind is still trying to grasp that.
So Ashley is from Camas, Washington, a civil engineering major, played soccer for 4 years, played in over 60 Fighting Saints soccer games, and was on the dean's list each semester. Is that correct?
That is correct, yep.
So Ashley, I want to personally congratulate you, and I haven't talked to you since Saturday evening. We had our Halo Award Saturday evening, and that's our annual athletic department award ceremony where we celebrate our student athletes. And the most prestigious award that we can give to a student athlete is the St. Sebastian Award. And the St. Sebastian Award is significant because St. Sebastian is the patron saint of athletes. And St. Sebastian was a warrior. And St. Sebastian was somebody that when we look at modern day athletes would admire. And when I think of everything that Ashley stands for, we have a vision for athletics that we are committed to the development of the whole person by modeling excellence in everything we do and striving to have no equal. That's not a vision for you, Ashley. That's what you live every day. Ashley, what are you gonna do next year, or not next year, but after graduation this summer? What are you gonna do?
Yeah, so I've accepted a job, full-time job with an engineering firm actually here in town in Helena called WWC, Western Water Consultants. So it's just kind of actually, moving into that next step of life, and it's exciting but terrifying all at the same time, but I know Carol has definitely prepared me for that next step.
So the community of Helena, this is a great example of how Carol contributes to our community. From Camas, Washington, came to Carol for a number of reasons, and we'll ask her why in a little bit, but is sticking around and is going to become a community member and is leaving Carroll College as a very decorated individual. Why did you choose Carroll in the first place?
Well, lots of reasons. So I have an older sister, 4 years older, so we weren't able to go to school at the same time, but she was on the soccer team, so I would say soccer is definitely one of the first reasons I came, and thanks to many kind folks, I received a scholarship with academics as well. So I would say that would be one reason, and then I've never been to Montana before this, so I always wanted to come to Montana, and I was like, wow, it's beautiful here. Carroll's campus also was just very pleasing. I had toured a couple other different schools, and there's just something about it when you come to Carroll and you just see like the rolling hills around you and the flowers growing and just the aesthetics of it all, and then just the programs that I've heard about. I knew they had civil engineering. I didn't know I wanted to do that when I first started, but they had a lot of different options, and then just my sister's experience here with her soccer team and then the friends that she made, it just sounded like a really awesome place to come, yeah.
Well, and you're not leaving. So
and
that's,
I'm not
that's what's
leaving.
great.
Yeah.
That's what's great. So Ashley, can you share the impact that your Carroll College education has had on you as a person and what you'll do with it as you move on into your career path?
Yeah, definitely. So Carroll's been a huge growing spot for me. I've learned so many new things here, just what it means to persevere, what it means to love and serve others. It's been a huge growth in my faith walk. Being a Catholic institution, that was one of the draws that also brought me here. And just knowing what it means to follow Jesus and love and serve others as he does, and have that courage and integrity that he shows to his disciples. And it's just been fun because I've been able to bring other teammates and classmates and friends along with that. And honestly, just all the relationships here through the education program, my classmates, my teammates on the soccer team, and even, you know, corresponding with coaches and my professors, because being an athlete, we miss a lot of school. So, you know, having that personable connection with professors and understanding that, and just it's exciting to take all of those, that community and that relational aspect of things and take that to, you know, the next steps, the future of working in a job. And so how can I, you know, apply that to my coworkers next, or not being around, you know, necessarily all the students, but, you know, other community members, and just having that bond and connection and leadership and all of that above. So.
Well, you are definitely going to go on and impact the world, and right away you're going to impact the community of Helena. So thank you. Thank you for joining us.
Yes, thank you.
Again, it's individuals like these that you help attend Carroll College. We are so blessed, so fortunate for your support. So we get to know people like Ashley, and Ashley contributes to our community. Ashley, we can't let you go before we're going to ask you, what do you think you're going to bid on? Now, you're going to be a community member, so we're going to expect to see you at the auction next year, okay? You won't have to work like in the years past where student athletes had to. You get to come as a bidder. Well, you could be a bidder now. Have you looked at things at all?
Yeah, and you know, the Helena Fun Eats.
There you go.
Yeah, that's really grabbing me, yeah.
If I remember correctly, that's got like a bunch of food items, like things that I would like to go have right now, like ice cream and pizza, Stefano's Pizza, and movie tickets and euros and all of that. So that's wonderful. Well, Ashley, good luck.
Thank you.
So as we talk about the actual bidding process, you're going to be able to see that there's 165 items available. And on the left side of your screen are where you get to see the category of items. Now you can look at them two ways. You can look at all 165 displayed, or you can look at them by categories. If you look at them by categories, or no matter how you look at them, you can toggle on one of them, click on one of them, and open it up, and you're actually going to be able to see the information about it. And if we could see that right now on the screen by opening one up, then what will happen is you can read about it, and you'll also see some of them might have multiple pictures, and you can look at those. And you can, without going out back to the main menu, you can hit next or previous right below the main menu, and that can bring you to the next thing. When you're on that page, once you've registered, you're going to see what the bids are, and you can actually see what the bid history is. You can click on that and see how many people have bid and what the history has been of the bids moving up. Now, if you have not registered, and I can't really show you that on this particular screen, but what it will look like is a box that allows you to enter a number for a bid. And if you click on that box, it won't let you enter a bid, but it will go to a screen, and I guess you can see it now. It'll go to a screen that will ask you to enter as a new user. And when you enter as a new user, you're going to have to give all that data, your name, your address, email, and you're going to have to enter your credit card. So nothing will be billed to your credit card until you actually purchase something. And that purchasing really won't take place until you're a winner of an item. So if you are the top winner of an item, the top bid, as of 9 p.m. on Tuesday night, you will receive an email that tells you you are going to, you won the bid. Even at that point, your credit card won't be processed. Your credit card will not be processed until Wednesday morning. is when we'll close out all the batches. Now, a little bit of information when you're bidding. When you're bidding, there is a minimum bid. Most of those minimums have been have been met because the auction opened up at noon on Wednesday. But there are also minimums with what you can raise. Now, here's where it gets really tricky. This software has something that makes it very easy. It's called auto bid. And you'll see an auto bid feature when you register. And if there's something that you really like, you really want this Bud Light refrigerator for that garage, and you know that you'll pay up to $300 for it, you can put that into auto bid, and every time somebody bids, you will automatically have a bid that beats them. And it will go up to what your threshold is set at. And then if somebody beats what you set the threshold at, it'll send you an email, do you want to reset your auto bid? So it's very automatic for you. At the same time, you might be auto bidded out by somebody else. When you want something, you might put a bid and there might be an auto bid that automatically gets placed right after you make it, and it will tell you that. The software is very automated. It's got a lot of bells and whistles. What I would like to tell you is if you have any questions or any problems, there's an email on the front page at the bottom. And it's carol@maestroweb.com. If you enter an email, we are checking that constantly. And we will get back to you, or we will call you immediately to help you out. Even if you have a question on an item and need a clarification about an item and something specific about that, we will get back to you right away. We'll be checking it over the weekend as well. So again, the auction runs from now until Tuesday evening at 9 p.m. There also is an FAQ. If you go to the top of the page, there's an FAQ where we think we've anticipated what some of your questions will be. Now, what happens when you become a winner and you won the Bud Light fridge? Well, you can pick that up in the athletic department on Wednesday or Thursday from 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. May 12th or May 13th. This is also in the FAQs. So if you need some clarification, how to pick things up is listed in the FAQ. And if you're not from Helena, you can make arrangements with us by communicating through the email. It's easy to email certificates. Many of our items are certificates, but if it's some of the larger items, we can talk about how we'll get them to you or how we'll store them for you. If there is a cost to shipping, you'll be responsible for that cost. So again, if you have any questions in regards to the website or it not working, we've had a couple of those and we've responded, and the easiest has been when somebody gives us their phone number and we give them a call. We can resolve the problem or help you out a lot quicker by phone. But do not hesitate to ask us. So again, we're excited to be able to present this auction in this format. By far, we would much rather have you in this gymnasium and have it filled with the big, fun social event that this has been in the past. We're banking on that next year. So up until Monday night, where at 7 p.m. we will again join you for a live stream, and we will have the drawings for the All Saints package. That's a $1,000, $500 drawing. The shotgun with the white hat raffle. The spa from Crafted Aesthetics and Wellness for a $250 spa for the pink hat. And then the Raise the Paddle where we have the club level tickets. At that time too, we'll also be able to give you an update of how the auction is going and see if there's any hotly contested items. So again, thanks for joining. We look forward to watching your participation and seeing the bid items go up. And all of this, again, remember, is on behalf of the student athletes of Carroll College Athletics. Thank you, and we'll see you Monday night.